Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, they got cases out there.
No, they don't.
Did you get it straight?
I called and she said that a capias has not been issued. It says custody. It says that I was released on my own summons. At the bottom it says fugitive file. He has not issued a capias yet. And she said that she was
that's what fugitive file means. You don't have to just see cases. You need to
understand that.
Straighten it out.
I did. I called after you sent me that screenshot.
Okay.
And she said he has not issued a capias at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know why I say infuse this file. That's why I call them back after 2 o'clock, because sometimes they don't update the paperwork until after 2 o'clock and put it up in the system just to make sure.
I am, but she said she told me to call back towards the end of the business day to find out for sure, but she was getting ready to take the paperwork in right then to him. So even if he issued it, he can retract it.
Yeah. That's the point. Okay, this is another problem you got. Don't tell me where you at all at this out there until, you know what I'm saying, this whole thing is straightened out. Anyway, I hope you did not do this one. Did you ever write a letter to Gloria that was found at her house? Don't tell me what the letter says, because some people are saying they got a letter.
Hey, what does the letter say?
Well, it says basically said about helping Gloria with the Lex problem. And I went ahead and known that. And if I did, I would have brought it up a long time ago. You know me, I went ahead and held that in. But shit, I would have put it out there. The fact is, you need to straighten out a story in regards to that shit.
If I said anything about that, it was
don't tell me over. Okay, if you can, if it's true that they found the letter in Robert Gloria, keep it. And don't just tell me Robert Gloria, keep it.
Gloria keeps everything that I've ever written her.
Because if that was the case, they could have pointed the finger at somebody else if that's the case. But the way the letter is, from what I'm hearing, and you know I couldn't find that out for shit. And honestly, Stephanie, if I knew about this letter a long time ago, it would have already been out there. That's a fact. But at this time period, we both have mutual situations that we have to deal with in this meantime. So I'm going to tell you straight up what I found out from the letter. Basically helping Gloria take care of less, in other words, in a letter format saying, I got it covered, basically. What I'm trying to say is, Steph, what was, you get what I'm saying here? Why would Gloria keep some shit like that? Meaning, I don't know if she wrote it or not, but why? See what I'm saying?
If I said that, it wouldn't have been in the context in which you're taking it. She moved out with Wes for a while and in with me.
Okay. All right. Well, she moved out and moved in with you. Then why write about it?
Which would have been taking care of the situation she was in with Wes. Getting her out of the situation. Not getting Wes dead.
Okay.
But getting her out of the situation.
Well, some people are taking that letter as some kind of extra.
Who has the letter?
Halifax has the letter. How do I know that? And guess who else knows about this letter? Like little Christine, Steve, and all them. They all know about this damn letter. And realistically, I wouldn't have known about it unless a letter was actually written that caused some questions or wrongs to be put up there. So you had this stuff.
What was the date on the letter?
I don't know, but they said it was during time frame you was locked up. And I know you brighter than that you can put it out there. So my thing is they are trying to take the letter into another context. You see how they could take it. Go ahead.
If I was locked up, then Wes was already gone. So helping her take care of that would have been...
I already said the same thing because I was confused because I was like, the last time you was locked up for a significant amount of time was the time period where, what was it, when you was in Amherst and you was there for about 30 days or whatever when Turney ended up breaking the car. Les was gone at that time period. in other words. So as far as it's concerned, they were talking about before then, but I didn't think you and Gloria had some kind of relationship to the point where y'all was writing each other. I thought y'all didn't get along until recently.
No, me and Grandma have always gotten along.
Well, not always. There was a situation where she tried to pull you out of cards. Get what I'm saying? Whether that's true or not.
Well, she tried to pull me out of a car.
I guess she was mad at you or open something. I guess you hit Journey with a car or something like that, possibly, or allegedly, where there was some kind of disagreement that came from that. But what I'm trying to say is, in general,
yeah, Johnny tried to snatch my child out of a moving car, and she didn't do shit to me.
Oh, okay, well, they were saying that she tried to grab you out the car, whatever it may be, but that's
weird. Hell, she didn't, because I was on the phone with my best friend when all this took place, and my best friend called the police. He heard Jalen, she heard Jalen screaming when she was being jerked out of the moving car. She called the police. The police were there.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. It came up, or whatever it may be. But my major thing is, you need to fix up something for that situation with that letter, or any letter that you think may have been out there.
I'm going to call Halifax.
Okay, now the other situation you got somebody pissed off with you right now, which is Gloria. Right now, she's pissed off. So that's what I'm hearing about. It may be true, it may not be true.
Why
but while
she's pissed off?
I don't know. But for me to know she's pissed off for other families, that could be because not you, but Johnny's lawyers tried to throw her underneath the bus. That was from day one of the trial, where they were saying, Johnny didn't do it, but y'all got Gloria locked up for it. That could piss some people off if you trying to imply she did it. You know what I'm saying? So
well, I told her straight up what was said, and I told her that Steve is the one that said it.
Nah, but your lawyer, Greenback, was the first person who introduced that part and opened the arguments, meaning the first opening statement.
He introduced that because because it's just like he said, the jury that sees Journey is not going to be the same jury that sees Gloria. So it doesn't matter what they think. And it being all over the papers could be a reason for a mistrial for her.
Yeah, well, being all over the newspapers hasn't really made a mistrial for anybody because every case is reported on the news or whatever, especially when it's high profile. Yes, y'all case was high profile, even though it was mostly an empty courtroom. But the fact is, if Gloria's mad, you need to figure out what she's mad about. In other words, and just do it your own kind of way. Because she went
How can I get to jail to get her to call me?
I don't know. If you've been able to speak to her, you think they don't have recorded calls and you speaking to both of them? Let's be honest about it. You could get
I know they do.
Okay, then. So you need to straighten this out.
I know how to get her to call me so that I can...
Because you get locked up on some shit that Gloria says. She's going to be up in there trying to figure out how to get out. That ain't going to do you no good right there. So you need to handle that situation and find out what in the hell she all pissed off about. Because if that's the case, more than likely her lawyer, remember, they got their own lawyers for these people too. And their own lawyers go back to them and say, hey, throughout their trial, they're blaming you. Each time, they just blame you. So what you want to do? You want to talk to the police? You want to go ahead and make a deal? You know what I'm saying? And guess who they all want right now? They want Gloria. Get what I'm saying? So you need to find out how Gloria feels. Is Gloria acting all fucked up towards you and all this other shit? I would say one needs to get to the other. And how that shit, the way it needs to be.
I need to tell on her.
As far as I'm concerned, I can't tell you what to do or influence your testimony, but as far as your situation that's going on right now, if she's running her mouth, imagine whoever else is running their mouth. So you have a situation right now where she's pissed off. Now, you may know her attorneys or whatever it may be, or you may want to step in and try to see about what you can do in this whole situation to get yourself out of it. But as far as it's concerned, you don't need anybody mad right now, given where they're at. You know it like I know it. It doesn't help you to have your ass in jail. If she ends up telling them enough to put you in jail for a good amount of time up until trial, that's what I'll have a problem with. Because right now, yeah, you may do some time on the other petty shit, but you'll rather be doing time on some petty shit than on some other shit until you get a lawyer to straighten it out. But most of the stuff you got right now ain't gonna make
So how long
sense.
has Halifax had this letter?
I don't know how they got it. If they went to the house, it was interesting.
Yeah, I said, how long have they had it?
I will assume from what well, I'm finding out the letter was written before Les was the situation with Les. So with some did you ever write Gloria in general? Think about it. You don't have to answer it. Okay, think about it. You don't have to answer it. Do you ever remember writing Gloria before all this shit? Do you ever remember?
Yeah, I used to write. I wrote her one time. She was really down and everything. She wanted to figure out a way to get out of the shit with Les. So what we did, we went and rented a house for $900 a month, where our light bill was between $300 and $800 a month for her to move in with us. The protective order and shit that had been taken out on Les by Gloria, it was in that time frame. That's when she took out the protective order and stuff and moved in at my mom's house. We stayed there for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, while we were getting everything lined up to move into our place. We moved into our place in November, and in January she bounced, left us stuck with all the bills and the kids and everything. Which the kids, of course, they're my children. I want to take care of them. But I wouldn't have rented a $900 a month house with 3 stories for her to have her own floor of the house for just me, Journey, and the kids. You know what I'm saying? So she screwed me there.
Yeah, because right now, the way things are looking on this whole thing, figure it out. Try to go back into your memory on this one because, for one, you need to have some ammo so it comes up.
I need to ask what?
You need to have some ammo if something comes up, meaning you need to have something ready for yourself to protect yourself. So whatever you know, it's time to go ahead and start figuring it out. Because if Gloria's going to burn you or try to burn you, you need to be ready for it. In other words, as far as most people, they want something that is worse than the other on the other person. So if you got enough on that other person, so be it. But as far as it's concerned, you don't need Gloria being pissed off with you right now. And that's
well, I mean, they are.
That's just sensitive, especially where she's at.
That I wasn't there. They've already got my cell phone records.
Yeah, but this ain't about cell phone. This is about letter, and it can only come from you for them to even keep attention to it. And I'm surprised, honestly, if it was Journey's attorneys or whatever, I'm just shocked, honestly, if that was there. They did it to protect you because I was assuming the spousal privilege shit ended up coming up because you would have been out there with everybody else while this trial was going on. So the letter probably can't, I'm not sure, I'm not a lawyer, maybe it can't be used against you during that trial. But imagine what happens if Gloria knows about that letter and thinks or can twist it. You know what I'm saying? Because you said the letter's out of context, right?
Yeah. I would never kill somebody or have anybody killed. I'm not like that, Miles.
Okay, then you need to jump on top of that situation and have your shit together on that part because if I'm just finding out about it, then somebody else knows about it too. And realistically...
Who found out about it?
Actually, this is a situation for the other side of the family. This is between the Kryders situation you got going on out there. So if they have a letter, and my thing is, why did Gloria keep the letter? Why didn't you have the letter? I'm just saying, in general, most people would burn letters like that. Why would you keep it in the house? And it was kept in the house long enough to stay for the arrest with her. I'm like, why would you keep that letter? Most people would burn it and make sure it never comes back up. Especially
because it wasn't
nobody else is
in
paying
any type
attention.
of way to kill him.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you can say it's out of context and all that other stuff, but why? I'm just saying, It was no point in keeping that letter if nobody even cared about the letter. The only reason why people cared about the letter now is because Gloria's locked up.
Every note that I've ever wrote her that.
Well, I hope there's probably some reasoning behind that. Nobody just keeps notes every single time frame. You send something out or whatever unless they got a separate agenda. I got notes from my wife and all that other stuff. I still don't keep just because it came from my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I've got everything Journey's ever written me. Journey has everything I've ever written him. I mean,
That's because y'all married. That can't come back up for y'all. But you're not married to Gloria. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no loyalty or anything that protects, you know what I'm saying, your communications with Gloria. That's all I'm saying.
but I can't really say anything to her about it on a recorded line, can I?
Um, I wouldn't go ahead straight out and say whatever, but I would say, why did you keep some letters? I don't know what to say on that part, but you going to have to figure
I
out.
could be like, do you remember the letter where I told you I would help you get out of the situation with Les, and you could move in with me?
You need to be careful on how you say that part. I would just say the discussion on what, I'm not giving you advice or whatever, but as I was in your shoes, and that's the best way I could say it, is why did you keep any letter from me? Because this way, it goes over and covers everything. She should be able to have a good enough memory. She don't have dementia or anything, so she knows what you talk about just by saying that.
Well, I mean, I've written her several letters. Should I call Halifax investigation?
Well, you can try to call Halifax or whatever you want to do, but you think they're going to tell you if they're using that letter as evidence or for anything potential in the future? So that's
Well,
why.
they told me that they couldn't give me my phone back because there was forensic evidence on it that was never brought up in Journey's trial.
Well, my thing is, realistically, if I know about the letter's important. I can tell you that part. If I know about it,
Who told you about it?
well, let's just say some people in your side of the family and some people on the other side of the family already knew about it. I can't give out those sources, but obviously I know about it.
Well, the only person you talked to in my family was at the trial. You talked to my cousin,
I don't
or
know.
my cousin's husband.
I don't know your cousin's husband or whatever it may be. Realistic.
James or Pogue.
I don't know. I never met them in person. I can tell you that part.
He was at the trial.
I didn't even know you was at the trial, to be honest with you. And I suspected it was somebody there that knew you because somebody just kept, you know what I'm saying, trying to speak to me and like give me a little hints. But at the trial, I told everybody who was around me, I cannot speak to y'all. You don't even know that part. You know I never talked to anybody at the trial. I didn't even talk to you, even when you turned around and looked at me because I told everybody this is going to be a fair trial. I'm not going to talk to police during this trial. I'm not going to talk to witnesses during this trial. It was people trying to say, hey, how you doing? I just kept walking. And I politely told them at the end of the trial, the reason why I couldn't talk to you, because guess what? I didn't want it to be perceived that I said anything to you that may influence your testimony. So the best way that could be done by me not saying anything at all. So the whole time, the only person I talked to was my sister at the trial. That was it. My sister. Nobody else. So as far as it's concerned, you can't even tell me one person
So,
that came back to you and said, I talked to them. And if I was going to talk to somebody, still, I'm going to be real with you, it would have been the people right next to you. If they could tell you I never talked to them, those are the only ones I was interested in. Because guess what? They were the closest one to you. But honestly, I knew they wasn't going to say shit to me because most of the time frame, they already knew not to say anything to me. And you would have said that for yourself. I could guess certain things in between the time period. Like basically, do not talk to him. That's him, my enemy. So guess what? You my enemy. Why would I talk to you? If Bob was shot in between that time period, you'll send messages. I was just going ahead and being a smart ass with you. But the fact is,
no, when I said, hey, Merle, how you doing, I wasn't being a smart ass. I was actually being polite.
well, you told me after the fact you're still being a smart ass in a text. So
So I was being a smart ass when I said something about going to lunch.
well, you should have bought me lunch. I just knew you wasn't going to do it. To be honest with you, I may laugh about that one, but still. Either way, give me a call in like what time I gotta be back at work or whatever. Find out what you can find out around 7 or 8 o'clock.
All right.
All right, and I'll just send you over what I can find out on the other end because I didn't have to bring this up to you. I brought it up to you just to give you a bone here. All right,
Thank you.
all right, no problem. Got you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.